Hey, Ag Teacher Thoughts here, giving an update on our greenhouse build. So it's been quite a week. We've got a lot of work done. Um, right now we've got one more truss to put up in the greenhouse, and then we're starting to put in the cross supports up above me. The other cross bracing is going to go up maybe next week. I don't know. My students are getting kind of worn out working this multiple periods a day, and yeah, being right next to the end of the year, it's really hard for them to have motivation for a project that they're not going to see finished before school gets out this year. So we'll see where it goes, but I'm at least going to keep working on this. I've got the summer to come in and keep building the greenhouse because we have to grow in here next year. So this is actually got to be finished. I had a couple of the students were pushing brooms and pulling weeds and getting it ready. We'll get some cold pack in here to fill in some of the other cracks, but really we're off and running on this build. Like I said, I'll come in this summer and probably finish some of the cross bracing, finish all of the sheeting, finish the ridge cap, and finish the end walls. So I have a lot of work ahead of me. I really do wish that it was a project I could have started on earlier this year, but it just didn't work out. Northern Idaho is really hard to work in when you've got to do stuff with concrete, and it just gets uncomfortable to be out here. But this year we really didn't have a spring. It was like 3 days, and this is kind of spring weather. It's nice. It might be in the mid to upper 70s, but the last 2 weeks it's been in the 80s and 90s during the day. But I'll keep working on the greenhouse. But I figured you might want to just have a little bit of a look of how we're going. There's all that cross bracing. I'll get that back in focus. Hopefully I was in focus. And it's a lot of work. This is down here. This is one of our last pieces to put in there. We've got to do a little bit of work on this truss section. It's I don't know that it's put together correctly, but we'll work on that one and get it set up. But yeah, that would be what a greenhouse frame looks like as it's under construction. And yeah, we've got some dangling pieces down there wiggling back and forth. The two students that were working on that weren't really motivated to get that completed, but that's okay. After the students leave, I'm going to take some wrenches and tape measure, and I'm going to go through and straighten things out and tighten it up, get it more precise, which is how I'd like to see it. But it is a student-built structure. So most of them haven't, well, I don't think anybody's built a greenhouse before. Most of them haven't really built structures before. Or if they have, it's been out of wood. It's not been out of metal. So it makes it a little bit different. But this gives you kind of an idea, when you look at this. This is a pretty big growing space. A 30-foot span. Lots of room. And yeah, each one of those trusses is 4 foot apart. So it gives you an idea of really how big this is. Here, let me explain it. If you count over 1, 2, 3, 4 posts over there, so 1, 2, 3, 4 posts, that's 2 foot wider than our other greenhouse. And then this structure is 10 foot longer this way. So we could fit our whole little greenhouse just right in this little tiny section here. So this is a big improvement. There's part of our greenhouse back over there. It's just a little lean-to. But this is a huge upgrade. But anyway, if you have questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, or just plain want to help us out, go ahead and drop me a line. Go ahead and leave a message or a comment. But yeah, this is the high school greenhouse build. underway, and a few more days, we're going to wrap up for the year. We're basically out of here, not this Friday, but next Friday. And we got a couple of half days and Memorial Day weekend in the middle. So we have 4.5 days of school left. So yeah, not gonna finish this. That'll be me. Still a lot to go. But anyway, I thought I'd give you an update and let you see where we're at. Ag Teacher Thoughts out.